Yeah,
Speaking of Victor Wembanyama,
sure.
he's an alien. Just
I don't know.
an absolute alien. Wembanyama and LeBron both posted pictures of both of them on the court on the same time on Friday night, um, with the caption like the alien emoji times king emoji, like the crown emoji or whatever, and then they did it backwards for the other guy. Um, we're only talking about this because he did something that's only been done 15 times, or
Yeah, I
by
think
15 different players, I think, in
and
the history of the
Hakeem. I
NBA.
was gonna say if we're gonna go on based on times here, I'm sure Hakeem has probably done it like at least 4 times.
So it's
But
15 players.
you're looking at something that's maybe done once a decade, almost twice a decade. Like this is serious shit. And I
Yeah.
can't even imagine how many times Wilt did it either. But stats weren't counted like that back then.
So he had a, what do you call this, a quintuple nickel,
Yeah,
five by
five
five.
five by five, 5 by 5,
Yeah.
dude.
So
The
he had
man.
27 points, 5 blocks, 5 steals, 8 assists, and 10 rebounds in 31 minutes against the Los Angeles Lakers that do have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, who are
Yeah,
not bad players. Anthony Davis, incredible defensive player, like
yeah,
very good. People always vote for him for defensive player of the year preseason, and then he just doesn't play enough games or doesn't play well enough for
yeah.
65 games to do it. Um, yeah, no, he's a freak. He's just he's disgusting. And then he had like a Space Jam dunk before All Star break. Like it wasn't a dunk, but it was almost a dunk. He was probably like 6 inches off from touching the rim with his
Oh,
middle finger.
like,
He's a freak. He's
dude.
incredible.
Oh my god! Every single time I watch the man play, it's like we were talking about kind of reverse Tom Thibodeau vibes with Popovich.
Yeah.
He's given Sochan and Vassell like 30, 33 minutes, but Wemby's on a 27, 25 to 28 minute percentage or minute
Mm-hmm.
kind of restriction. So when I saw him kind of, and again, this goes back to efficiency and kind of overall like usage. Wemby's not the most efficient player, but of course that goes back into shooting 25, 30% from three. Once he figures
Yeah.
that out and can start moving like KD, because he will, like you already kind of see the prototype developing in front of our eyes. And of course, this might be a recycled tweet at this point, but this is the worst that we'll ever see Victor Wembanyama. He's going to continuously make strides. I was talking to you off air about Şengün shooting up 3 threes tonight. You know, that Wembanyama starts shooting 5 threes a game. Oh my God, what are we talking about? And making 3 of them,
Yeah.
dude. Top three center in the league with by year two, by mid year two. Like this is just different. No words.
Yeah. It's very rare that we see a player win like rookie of the year and then automatically the second year is like first team All NBA.
Yeah,
I would not be shocked if Victor Wembanyama is first team All NBA because one, Nikola Jokic does not care. So like, if he doesn't get it, he doesn't care. He's not going to try to get extra incentives.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't. It doesn't matter. He's going to be paid a lot of money regardless if he's first, second, or third team. Embiid obviously can't stay healthy enough to get post game or post season awards. Obviously, he won the MVP last season, but that was his one healthy year, really. And I think
Yeah,
he barely snuck by. Did he have 67, 69 games, something like that?
it was
Like he
close. Yeah,
didn't hit it by a lot. Like he snuck on by, and he had his healthiest season in his NBA career. So like he's probably, and you could honestly put him at power forward, and now it's positionless, so it doesn't even matter, right? They're just putting
exactly.
5 players on the board. Yeah, we're looking at a Luka situation, a LeBron situation, where they're first team All NBA just second year in because they needed a year to kind of figure things out. When you put up a 5 by 5 in 31 minutes with 27 points on what 15 shots, 16 shots,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It,
I
it
mean
was it was pretty efficient, like for what it was. I mean,
he's good.
like I said, the and I hate to dwell, but it's when I'm dwelling on lack of great efficiency. Sometimes it's more so because I see the light at the end. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Once Wemby kind of starts making those shots, starts kind of spacing the floor more, and actually like I don't see him crash the paint. You know what I mean?
No,
If he gets some muscle, because there are some games you see where he'll get 2, 4, 6 rebounds. And you're just like, dude, you're 7'4". Like you can't get 10 of them a game.
Kristaps
He averages,
Porzingis.
yeah, he averages 10 a game. But I'm saying like it, there's going to be more consistency to his game as the years go on, as the months go on. But just seeing it as raw and unfiltered as we're seeing it right now, it's almost a blessing, man. Like seeing a
Yeah,
5 by 5, it's almost like you don't have much to compare it to because we see triple doubles not all the time anymore. I mean, of course, we might get a couple a week, maybe one a night on a good week. But man, Man, 5 by 5. What shit? This is just different. Guys,
Yeah,
different.
Wemby is very much in his Kristaps Porzingis trying to figure it out
Yeah,
stage. Where
right.
I mean, he's already averaging 10 rebounds a game, so it's like it's not the same comparison. But Kristaps before he got to Washington, like I don't know what it was. He just couldn't box people out, and he couldn't get rebounds. Like I think he only averaged 6.5, 7, maybe
Yeah,
7.5 rebounds a game, and he's 7'3". He's always the tallest guy on the court. You would think he would be able to grab the most rebounds, but that's also because he's not the center on the court. He was playing power
right.
forward and he's in different positions.
He's
I think
leaking
Wemby's going
out.
to have a lot of that as well,
Right,
where he's not going
right.
to be the center necessarily. So he's not going to have to be in the post guarding the post. He might be on the perimeter guarding, double teaming because he can double team and also guard his player at the exact same time because he's freakishly long.
Oh yeah.
Um, Not a Wemby thing, but Trey Young has a hurt finger, I believe, and is
Yes.
gone. He's down for 4 weeks. I think they're going to be reevaluating him in 4 weeks, I think is what it was. It's the beginning of the end of Trey Young in Atlanta, and the only possible place for him to
Mm,
go is San Antonio. And I hate it. Hate
yep.
every second of it because now it's not going to be a Hawks Mavericks rivalry. It's really going to be Mavericks Spurs again because it's
Oh
the Trey
no.
versus Luca thing and also the Texas
Oh,
rivalry. It's coming back, and Trey Young is going to be a Spur next season, and I just hate every second of it because they have assets. Because they don't. This draft sucks. They're just like, yeah, sure, you can have the first round pick. You can have next year's too. I don't care. I have Victor Wembanyama. It's
yep.
gonna suck. It's gonna suck
Dude, the Spurs are so they're levels beyond mid, but there's just such a just an excitement, a feeling of just euphoria when you see Victor Wembanyama play. And once he kind of gets out of the, I don't want to say gets out of the minutes restriction, but if he's playing 35 minutes a game and he's putting up 25 consistently, oh my god, it's over, dude. And I would
He's
hate,
gross.
going back to what you said almost about the not the I-45, but the Texas rivalry. I would
Yep,
hate for the Rockets to become Lil Bro in this situation, but all the cards are making it look out to be that way, and I hate that it's that because Trey
yeah,
Young going to the Spurs would you would see an immediate swing. I mean, assuming they make a
for
decent
sure.
draft splash, or if they trade their picks and get rid of some,
They still have cap
dogs.
space, even if they get Trey.
Yeah, yeah. Like if they can restrict Jeremy Sohan and make Vassell more efficient,
Trade them all.
they
Just
have
trade them
no
all.
they have no guard play. You have Sohan playing point guard
Yeah,
for a lot of minutes
it's been a
throughout the season.
disaster.
Trey Jones, I think he might be hurt at the moment, but he stinks overall. Respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
you're dude. Texas basketball might be back after this year. Like truly, I can't wait.
And this is no slight on Alperen Şengün. We love Alperen Şengün here at Apollo Media and here on this podcast. I like him. I don't. I just would like to have a full Texas beef with each team. Like
Yes,
I would love for every team to hate. I know Rockets fans, I think, hate Dallas fans more than Dallas fans hate Houston's fans or
sure.
their team. Like I just every time we play the Rockets, they're like, playing the Rockets.
We don't care
We hate the
anymore.
Spurs more than we hate the Rockets. I wish
Sure.
all three Texas teams hated each other equally, where there was just an equal amount of hate every time one of the teams played against each other or one of the teams loses like a game against a bad team and we're just like shitting on them all the time. I want
Yeah.
that kind of rivalry to happen. And this is no slight on Şengün, but unfortunately for the Rockets, they have the third best superstar on their team out of the three Texas teams
Right. Right.
in the future. Obviously, Wemby's not all the way there yet, but I'm pretty sure the beginning of next season, everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, I would rather have Wemby over Şengün,"
Oh
and that's
yeah.
not a
Yeah.
slight to Şengün. It's just that
No,
Wemby
not at
is
all.
a generational freak of nature that we may never see again, and Luka Doncic is on Dallas. Like
Two
he's
generational
been a
guys.
first team All NBA player since his second year in the league, and it's not
Oh
gonna
yeah.
stop anytime soon. Like he's gonna get
Mhm.
it again this year. So I don't know.